On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Disperse.
To spread out or distribute over a broad region, or to cause something to do so.
Examples:
Disperse false information. Disperse the protesters. Before authorities dispersed the protesters, they yelled slogans.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Matriarch.
A woman who is the head of a family or social group, a woman who is the founder or dominant member of a group.
Examples:
Ruled by a matriarch. Matriarch figure. The matriarch of the family was known for her wisdom and guidance.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Tease.
To make fun of someone or make jokes about them, either in a playful way or to upset them. To separate the fibers of something. To ruffle a person's or animal's hair by combing.
Examples:
Tease the children. Tease wool. This ad is intended to tease a competing product.
Verbalize.
To articulate or express verbally. To put something into words or speech. To speak out loud.
Examples:
Verbalize thoughts. Verbalize emotions. Sometimes it isn't easy to verbalize exactly how we feel.
Dialect.
A form of a language that is spoken in a particular geographical area or by a particular group of people and has distinguishing characteristics.
Examples:
A local dialect. Minority dialect. The dialect spoken in the region differed from other parts of the country.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Bud.
A small swelling on a plant stem or twig containing an undeveloped shoot.
Examples:
Pinch off a bud. Bud grafting. The flower was starting to show its bud and would soon bloom into a beautiful blossom.
Zoology.
The scientific study of animals, including their classification, habits, behavior, physiology, and evolution.
Examples:
Zoology book. Zoology professor. She's studying zoology at university and hopes to work at a zoo someday.
Divisive.
Tending to cause disagreement or hostility between people.
Examples:
Divisive question. Suppress divisive arguments. The proposed policy has been met with divisive reactions from the public.
Instinctively.
As a matter of nature or intuition rather than thought or training.
Examples:
Instinctively grab the knife. Instinctively bad with children. Some researchers claim that even humans can instinctively sense earthquakes.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
Coexist with nature. Coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Ivory.
A hard, creamy white substance that comes from the tusks of elephants, walruses, and some other animals and is used to make ornaments and other decorative items.
Examples:
Tower of ivory. Ivory carving. The intricate carvings on the ivory tusk were a work of art.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples:
Horrific experience. Horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Pachyderm.
A type of large mammal with thick skin, such as an elephant, rhinoceros, or hippopotamus.
Examples:
Pachyderm species. Pachyderm habitat. The African savanna is home to many magnificent pachyderms, including elephants and rhinos.
Roam.
To move about or travel aimlessly or without a fixed destination, to wander.
Examples:
Roam freely. Roam the countryside. I love to roam around the city and discover new neighborhoods.
Quadruple.
To consist of 4 items or people, to become 4 times as great or many.
Examples:
Quadruple the amount. Quadruple the price of gold. His stock earnings quadrupled.
Hut.
A small, simple, and often crude shelter or dwelling, typically made of natural materials such as wood or mud.
Examples:
Shepherd's hut. Fishing hut. The little girl lived in a small hut in the woods with her family.
Trample.
To step heavily on something or someone, causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Trample down his feelings. Trample on the rights. The plants in this garden are precious, so you must not trample them.
Erode.
To gradually wear away or break down rock, soil, or other material, through the action of wind, water, or other natural agents, to gradually weaken or undermine something over time.
Examples:
Erode coast. Erode trust. The ongoing budget cuts have eroded the quality of education in many schools.
Poach.
To illegally hunt, fish, or take wildlife from private or protected land or waters without permission, to cook food by gently simmering it in a liquid, often with added spices or seasonings.
Examples:
Poach on his land. Poach deer. The chef poached the eggs perfectly for the Benedict breakfast dish.
Hardline.
Firm and uncompromising, very strict or severe.
Examples:
Hardline candidate. Hardline approach. The hardline stance on immigration was met with criticism from many quarters.
Migratory.
Relating to or characterized by the movement of individuals or groups from one place to another, often for regular seasonal or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Migratory species. Migratory route. The migratory birds flew thousands of miles to reach their wintering grounds.
Beehive.
A structure or container where bees live and store their honey.
Examples:
Disturb a beehive. Get rid of a beehive. The beekeeper checked the beehive for any signs of disease.
Sting.
To cause a sharp, painful sensation or injury with a poison, venom, or other substance or by a physical action, such as a bite or prick.
Examples:
Sting me on the arm. Sting his face. Bees sting as a defense mechanism when they feel threatened.
Centimeter.
A unit of measurement of length in the metric system, equivalent to 1/100th of a meter.
Examples:
Centimeter measurement. 30 centimeters tall. The room was only 1 centimeter wider than the piano, making it a tight fit.
Watery.
Full of or containing water, wet.
Examples:
A watery fluid. Go to a watery grave. The soup was too watery and needed more flavor.
Phenomenal.
Extremely good or impressive, outstanding.
Examples:
Phenomenal success. phenomenal growth. The athlete's phenomenal performance broke all previous records.
Pheromone.
A chemical substance produced by an animal that is secreted into the environment and that affects the behavior or physiology of others of its species.
Examples:
Pheromone trail. Sexual pheromone. The perfume industry often uses synthetic pheromones to enhance their product's appeal.
Bee stings.
Also known as colostrum, the first milk produced by a cow after giving birth, which is high in fat and protein, plural form of bee sting, the sting or injury caused by a bee.
Examples:
A severe allergy to bee stings. Fresh bee stings. Farmers often reserve bee stings for the newborn calf, as it contains important nutrients and antibodies.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Flick.
To make a sudden sharp movement or hit something quickly with a sharp movement.
Examples:
Flicker candle. Flick through pages. He flipped the light switch, and the room was illuminated.
Savanna.
A mixed forest and grassland ecosystem where the trees are far enough apart that the canopy doesn't close.
Examples:
Savanna region. Tropical savanna. The birds live in tropical forests, savannas, and arid semi-desert environments.
Infrasonic.
Relating to sound waves below the range of human hearing, typically below 20 Hz.
Examples:
Infrasonic sensor. Infrasonic electronic waves. Infrasonic waves can be used for communication, such as in long-range submarines.
Rumble.
To make a low, heavy continuous sound.
Examples:
Rumble an order. Rumble down the dirt track. The thunder rumbled in the distance.
Frontline.
In the most critical or dangerous position, in the military line or part of an army closest to the enemy.
Examples:
Frontline health workers. At the front line of the war. Within days, the new aircraft was in frontline service.
Hive.
A structure for the reception and habitation of bees, either built by people or made by the bees themselves, a place swarming people.
Examples:
Honeybees in hives. A hive of activity. Bees were buzzing around the hive.
Farmland.
Land used for farming or agricultural purposes.
Examples:
Farmland acreage. Fertile farmland. The government is encouraging farmers to expand their farmland to increase food production.
Plywood.
A strong, flexible, and lightweight engineered wood made of thin layers of wood veneer that have been glued together at alternating, perpendicular angles.
Examples:
Flexible plywood. Plywood furniture. Manufacturing companies use large sheets of plywood to make furniture and fixtures.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Swarm.
A group of many things, such as insects, fishes, etc., in the air or water or on the ground.
Examples:
A swarm of mosquitoes. Locust swarm. A swarm of angry bees attacked because we had approached the hive.
Pollinate.
To transfer pollen from the male part of a flower to the female part, thereby fertilizing the plant and allowing it to produce fruit or seeds, to spread or disseminate an idea or influence to others.
Examples:
Pollinate plants. Pollinate fruit trees. Without bees to pollinate the flowers, many crops would not exist.
Pollination.
The transfer of pollen from the male reproductive organs of one flower to the female reproductive organs of another flower, resulting in fertilization and the production of seeds.
Examples:
Pollination by insect. The cross-pollination of the arts. The pollination process is crucial for the growth and reproduction of many plants.
Pollinator.
An animal or insect, such as bees, butterflies, birds, etc., that carries pollen from a male part of a flower to a female part of a flower, fertilizing it and allowing it to produce seeds.
Examples:
Pollinator species. Beneficial pollinator. Bees are important pollinators for many crops and plants.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Priceless.
Extremely valuable or important.
Examples:
Priceless work of art. Priceless opportunity. Investigators discovered priceless documents throughout the house.
Toolbox.
A container or storage unit for tools, typically characterized by a handle and one or more compartments for organizing and storing various tools and equipment.
Examples:
Design toolbox. toolbox storage. You should always keep a basic toolbox in your car in case of an emergency.
Chili.
A small hot-tasting fruit of a type of pepper plant used in sauces, relishes, and spice powders, a spicy stew made from ground beef and beans, typically seasoned with chili peppers.
Examples:
chili sauce, red chili powder. I love making a big pot of chili on a cold winter day.
Sunflower.
A plant with large, round flower heads that have bright yellow petals and a dark center, grown for its edible seeds and oil, as well as for decorative purposes.
Examples:
sunflower oil, sunflower field. The sunflower seeds can be roasted and eaten as a snack.
Jut.
To extend out, up, or forward prominently or abruptly, to stick out or protrude.
Examples:
jut far out into the lake. Jut his chin out. The rocky cliff jutted out of the ground, making climbing difficult.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through two sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples:
weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Beekeeper.
A person who keeps bees either for their honey or to pollinate crops.
Examples:
beekeeper hat. Local beekeeper. My neighbor is a professional beekeeper who sells honey at the local farmer's market.
Weaver.
The craftsman whose job is weaving cloth.
Examples:
the textile weavers. Tapestry weavers. The weaver fringed the scarf.
Balm.
A soothing substance or treatment used to alleviate pain or discomfort, often applied to the skin, a comforting influence or alleviation for grief or distress.
Examples:
healing balm. Soothing balm. Aloe vera is a natural balm often used to treat burns and rashes.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.